Vector! Hopefully we won't be here too long. Hopefully it'll be a 1-2 quick visit, quick discussion, and we'll be out of here. Hopefully he doesn't have the most lines. Hopefully Espio decides to be very talkative today. Of course, it's a birthday privilege!
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye!
Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm here to ask if anyone's hungry.
Starved! I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right about now. Do we have that?
Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now.
I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. I don't know. If my Vector's off, guys, I don't know. Just rest in peace. Rip to me. I can't do it. I can't tell. Okay. No, this is my Pinocchio. Ah, well, you see, well, I was just, That's Pinocchio. So Vector has to be, I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio, the poet.
Ah, poetry. A resonant message from the poet's reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some?
Red fish, blue fish. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring.
I'm satisfied for now, thanks.
At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Yeah, it's better than me, but I remember like red fish, blue fish, 2 fish, 3 fish.
And as up on the shelf, I have talked to him myself. I said,
all he gotta do is just drop some Dr. Seuss bars.
Nova and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you talk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh, sure, it's simple. We're just explaining this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car. Alright, so we were all here. Everybody went through here, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly picked a book up off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so we left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yup!
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup in a saloon car.
Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She obviously's been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? I mean, he's a locksmith, so... Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed that Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him, and then returned to the lounge car where he's meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when... Oh, that's Pinocchio. That's Pinocchio. I heard it. That's when... That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car.
Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. And if you like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too.
Thanks, guys. Their alibi seems solid enough, but we shall still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true.
We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading.
A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely! A globe of our marvelous planet! I haven't traveled around much. The islands look fun and all, but I'd love to visit some other countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Sounds perfect for vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia. if you've been there. I have actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich. Yeah. Wow, I really needed to see this. This little child's hanging in there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety. Because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this child can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there's that much thought put into this poster, man. I see these like 30 of these a day. There's one with a cat actually. Chaos Cola. Check out our book club. Book of the month, Gone Gal. Ooh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh, Nova, look at this. There's a couple maps here. There seems to be a map of the library card. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Looks, there's stalactites. Stalactites? Stalactites. Damn, I don't know how to say that word. Stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Trash can! Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check here. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. Nova, are you sad there's nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash can. We fine. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Nova, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. So many books on the ground, I wish I had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. Barouche put a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior! I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Fancy a poem? Guys, it's meant for me. Can I get a poem about space, Sir Espio? I've made it up to space with my beloved antique vase. But a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace. So my antique I must now replace. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply. It's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. At least it rhymes. At least it rhymes, guys. I actually really like that one. Huh? I have a poem about this. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignored the grumbling tummy, for the eggs I received are scrambled. When I asked my eggs, Sonny. Oh wow, we don't serve eggs on the train though. My talent is wasted on you lot. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife? I can't do it. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were a murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Be right for it. You were sitting here, and they were there. How did this get here? Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. Huh, that's odd. I know some books have fallen out of the floor and everything, but every book on this shelf is in alphabetical order, except this one, the Mirage Express manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it's interesting. Let's make a note of this. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio and find out what really happened. I don't know what we do until it's the lead charge on this. So the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust you, either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Nova and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored.
What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we're here. We're instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but you were actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
It must have been a good read. What was the book?
Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? He reading smut.
If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Nova, could you help me out? Alright, Nova, what book do you think he was reading? I mean, the only book we picked up, you know?
A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? No, guys. Guys, you're bugging if you think I need to do a think right now. This color scheme is way better. Oh, this is 4-way. Is it always 4? Damn. Espio, you're already throwing rocks at me? It's... Damn! It's those... No. I got this one. This one's easy. This one's chill. My system's running better today. No! Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Woo! 52. Look how chill this one was, bro.
There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelf were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this! Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio!
A butcher and a poet, friendship can form anywhere.
I mean, they were friends prior to coming here, though, you know? That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express manual. Trains are cool.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Nova, if you don't mind, could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to the page and ask away.
Oh, I see. Let's see. Page 362.
Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless?
Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety.
Seems like Espio aced that question. Nova, hit him with another one.
Okay, which page do I choose? 15.
What is the Mirage Express cancellation policy?
No refunds. You will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65.
Last one, Nova. Let's see if Espio can go 3 for 3.
402.
What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease the general train applications?
An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests.
I remember this. The train is an autopilot, but it can't access its full suit of capabilities without a conductor present.
Now, did I pass your little test? Yeah?
Totally. It's wow, you're able to retain all this information so quickly. Quickly?
A poet's brain is often surprising.
You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks to read?
You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious. Even if true.
No, I understand. Everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibis are hard to substantiate despite being the truth.
Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... Espio! Is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading?
Yes, that's correct. Problem. Rouge should have saw you reading too.
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Nova?
He always puts me on the spot. But I got it though. It's Rouge. Oh, I guess, oh, Shadow too. Well, I was thinking Rouge, but Shadow will do. Shadow's lock? Please pray tell what this has to do with anything.
We're up, Nova. Let's get our argument together.
These red lines got me going crazy, got me nervous. Woohoo! These ones are so easy. What's up? Is it because they're chill over here?
Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it, and it wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers.
Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
Well, you see, I can sense Espio's desperation here, defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy.
So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Nova, one that I would love for Espio to solve.
You gotta believe me! That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. I mean, you two sound like imposters covering for each other. Like, if you two are alibying each other, who's to say you're not lying for each other? Yeah, I think I remember doing that. You think, or do you know? You think. You don't know nothing. I'm sorry.
I must avenge my friend's death. So I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car?
I wasn't. I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's on something, but I don't see it. You know, for once, me and Video Game Nova are like linked up, because like I don't know. It's like man said he was reading, unless you think he went invisible and left out. What should I do? Let's just interrogate. And defend Espio or join Tails? Hold on. Hold on. Am I gonna be on my sparkling buddy or defend Espio, who I barely know? Because I mean, he might be reading, you know? But we have to press him. If we don't press him, you won't get him to crack under pressure, you know?
No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him continue his line of question and...
Nova, my favorite and beloved employee. Please protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. Yeah. Throw lawsuits and sued. Yeah.
I have to make sure our kids are taken care of. I have to speak up. Oh, Tails, we have a piece of evidence that can answer all our problems. All right, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another?
Clearly the aerial view. Well, it depends on where he was reading though. If he was over here, or like over here, or no, wait, door. If he was up in this corner, he might have just walked by. No thinking, bro. But it's okay. This one's treating me well. Here we go. Let me try to hit that button. Bang! Hit it. Oh. My wrist is locking up. The carpal tunnel is real. The carpal tunnel is real! The carpal tunnel is real. Bro, I was so close. My boom!
The library map? Oh, I see!
See the exits? They're straight across from one another. A straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen each other.
Looks like you have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. It's okay, I got it.
I mean,
where could Espio have been for Shadow not to see him?
right here. Interesting. That's where I was sitting to read my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot.
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen each other from this spot because a bookcase is in the way.
There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. So then my man Espio, like 5 people could have walked through this room and like the murderer could have walked through the room and killed Sonic and he wouldn't have even known.
It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him.
I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth, but I'm glad you all believe me now.
Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but we have no further options. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it, another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather.
Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give 'em heck! If you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. You lost me in the end. I mean, I know it's the rhyming pattern.
At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're doing really well. Come on, Nova, let's see what's next. Coming!
May the breeze drift you toward success. A one-sentence poem for you.
Alright, Alex, good enough to qualify as a poem.
Whatever, I don't care.
You sure you want to stay and look at all the great books a little longer?
Hey, it's your friend.
Just one more look around. You can never spend us too much time in the library. The mystery calls. Okay, the investigation continues. Like and subscribe.